Dali lang. Ready? We are back.
Yes, we're back. Ready ka na ba?
Ako hindi ka lang. Ready ka na?
Ready na.
I'm Cindy, Mrs. B.
I'm Ado, Mr. B.
And you're watching Mr. and Mrs. B of Moss Design House.
Woo!
We missed you guys. It's actually been a year.
Grabe, miss na miss. Grabe yung hingal mo na. May ganun ka pa.
Kailan? Ngayon lang? Hindi ko na send. Pero it's been a year since our last uploaded video. I think it was Women's at Moss.
After Ivana, then Women's Month.
Women's Month. Ano ba yan? Nakakahiya sa kanila. But anyway, it's been a crazy year last year in 2022.
Super crazy.
And I think it was really coming out of the pandemic that made us, kind of like roll up our sleeves again and work at the firm. We also started traveling to see our families. Mm-hmm. We kind of like spent more time for self-care, ganyan. Mm-hmm. So we continued our residential project, especially for the commercial ones naman. A lot of it was put on hold because of the pandemic, and it just kicked off. So when it
parang nagwala yung mga tao eh.
Oo, parang ganon. So parang
like,
when it kicked off, all the residentials and all the commercials, sabay-sabay na silang nangyayari. So we were working on a lot of the different types of interior design projects. So residential projects, but they are really more of the long-term ones. Yeah. So we're working on projects in Cebu, in Manila, We really just got very immersed into the design process of that. But we're still doing home fluffing naman for, kind of like a few of the existing clients that we have and some of the inquiries that we could accommodate last year. And then, apart from that, syempre, because the pandemic's over, a lot of the commercial projects kicked in too. So, cafes, restaurants, even pop-ups like Pick Up Coffee that really did help.
Smith.
Yep, and Bluesmith and Bursino. And then you have the offices.
Atelier.
And then ateliers. So we also finished Mark Bungarner's ateliers last year. And then offices and hospitality and an events hall that, we're kind of like putting up this year too. So that's kind of like how we got busy with the interior design department. Our hands were very full. We kind of like, I guess, needed to put the channel on pause. So sorry na, guys. I know a lot of people messaged us and asked, bakit wala kaming uploads? But, we just keep on telling them. But if you're following me on Instagram, you know what we've been up to, really. Events started to kick in too. There was event Revenge. Some of the highlights of last year's events was the transformation of this mansion in New Manila. And it's called Villa Bridgerton.
Bridgerton, it's my hometown.
Saan?
In Quezon City.
What we did was we converted Quezon City mansion that actually they use for tapings talaga.
Sa New Manila.
In New Manila.
Yeah.
And then we had this very full immersive experience of guests coming in and actually living in the setting of Bridgerton. Diba? We were working here with an agency and their name is Giggle. Thank you very much, guys. We love you. We were also closely working with Netflix just to make sure that everyone's really tahe and we're not really, going far away from the actual set of Bridgerton. This was really a perfect project for us because it was a
combination of the
of all the disciplines that we practice at the firm.
Yeah.
It was interior design because we had to make sure that the layouts are correct. There was research involved because it was happening in the 19th century. 18th century ba?
Hindi ko nabutan yun eh.
I think si Bianca had to research and watch Bridgerton, I don't know, maybe 8-9 times just to make sure that we don't go far away from the actual look of the Renaissance period. And then it's home fluffing because imagine guys, how many hours, no, hindi naman hours,
Days.
how many days we actually had to transform this mansion.
Yeah.
And that's not only the interiors ha, pati yung labas. So the whole ground floor from the foyer to the living room to the dining area. And then once you go upstairs, it's this whole staircase that we had to change the curtains, all the window treatments.
Saka ang dami natin blinak din ng ano eh.
Yes.
Panels.
And then the hallway that we had to convert from this really old look into this full panel, damask wallpapered hallway with wall sconces.
Moldings.
And then moldings, and then you go to the bedroom, and the bedroom is you're transported into this really regal space. So not only that, you also had to work on the garden because it was flanked with a lot of tropical plants. And we had to bring in topiaries and...
Saka hindi lang garden tea.
ano pa?
Pati yung kabayo.
Oh yes, there was a horse. Yes, we had to look for the horse. Ano nga pa yung pangalan ng horse? Momoy ba?
Hindi. Tigidig.
Oh my God, this
Yeah,
so corny. I hate you so much. And the thing about this horse is we had to really take care of him because he was very fragile and ano. Pero
Tsaka moody siya eh. Parang siya yung star eh.
oh, he was really such a star. It's also an event for us because not only was it about the house and having the guests come in and experience, it was also a press event and a TikTok event. So this event, this whole Bridgerton, I think gained millions in views and it went viral, and then the reach went billions. But it worked perfectly well because we had to fix even the carriage. It's almost a year. Actually, we launched that end of February, and it's phenomenal, and it really is for the books. No?
Remember, T, yung ano, Stranger Things.
Yes, the one that we did in Glorieta.
Glorieta.
Yeah, you're right. That was also insane. I mean, we converted the whole activity center in this, again, immersive experience and bringing people into the upside-down world.
Yes.
Yon.
With the same agency, si Giggle.
Yes, and
Netflix.
with Netflix
Yes.
as well. And it was really fun. It's something that we really, haven't done yet in a while. And, we had to do all the stalagmites and really research on the methodology, materiality.
Saka yung di ba yung parang mga veins niya?
Yun nga nga.
Remember yung ilang beses ko yung trial and error kung
It was
paano
trial
gagawin.
and error. We had to figure out how to really make an almost good replica of what they see in the
Yeah.
show. And let's not forget about the 20 feet Vecna that was really towering, the focal point, the front and center of that activity space, and it was really the star of the show. Galing. Ang galing nun. I mean, that was really fun. Yay!
Yeah. So, what else pa?
And then, PR events, media events, activations for the brands that we used to really service pre-pandemic. So there's Jo Malone, there's La Mer, there's Hermes,
Soler.
there's the installations that we do for hotels and casinos. So you can just imagine we were really very busy. But busy is always good. Apart from that is our home project. We kicked off again our home project in Be Home. Kasi diba, it took a while for us.
Mas matagal ata hindi nag-shoot mo eh.
Matagal na kami hindi nag-shoot. And I know some of you are actually asking us
What's
the
happening?
update.
Yeah, what's happening?
So we'll shoot that. We'll have another episode for that. And then last but not the least,
Our beach house.
Our beach house. So we're also busy doing our Cactus and Tides. So Cactus and Tides, is a small villa in Zambales. I'm plugging. This is the Airbnb link, guys. And we got kind of busy as well doing this very Tulum-inspired feel home, which a lot of the millennials and a lot of the Gen Z who have been in the beach house.
Ano sinasabi lagi?
It's
so aesthetic.
Aesthetic. Paano ganyan?
It's so static. Mga ganyan lagi sasabi nila eh. Tito, your house so static.
So, next time we'll also feature that in one of our episodes. That was 2022 for us,
Yeah,
guys.
2022!
Sorry to have kept you waiting. We're happy that we're back. We were reading your comments in, last year. And guys, hindi kami naghiwalay. There's this comment here asking if magkasama pa ba sila or magkahiwalay na ba sila? We're still together and we're going strong.
Busy lang po.
Busy lang po. Pasensya na.
And
But,
thank you rin also sa mga di ba yung mga like, pagpunta natin nung...
Oo, thank you guys for when we were traveling, there were, people who would come up to us and say, hi, Mr. and Mrs. B. So, hi everyone. Hi,
Hi.
sa mga nakita
Hi, guys.
namin in Barcelona, in Paris, and in the US.
Yeah.
So there, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And don't forget to tune in to the next episode because that's going to be a preview of what we do when we home style one of our residential projects.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the
that
notification bell. I'm Cindy, Mrs. B.
I'm Mado, Mr. B.
And you're watching Mr. and Mrs. B of Moss Design House. Woo! Grabe, ang intense.
Siyempre!
Daming energy.